Hi everybody, I'm James Spencer.
I'm Steve Wilkes.
Usually you see us on Basic Brewing video. Today we're here to talk on behalf of High Gravity Homebrew Supply in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're here to talk about their electric Brew-in-a-Bag brewing systems.
That's right, and this is so exciting. We've seen yours on TV.
That's right. You've seen us demonstrate this one
Right.
in our show and in a special video that we did for High Gravity. Something new today for us.
This is the little brother of that guy.
Right.
This guy right here, can brew 3 to 5 gallons very comfortably.
Right.
It's a 120 volt system.
Mine, 4 to 10 gallons, it's a 240 volt system.
240 volts?
That's revolting.
What does that mean? It really means you can just raise the temperature. Yours is just more efficient.
Right. Yours is 2,250 watts. Mine is 4,500 watts. Now, what does that mean? If we have 8 gallons of water in either of these systems, mine can raise it 4 degrees per minute. Yours can raise it 2 degrees per minute. And mine, if you put 13 gallons in here, it can raise the temperature 3 degrees per minute. Now, what does that mean in real life? Say you got a 60 degree temperature water, 8 gallons, and you need to raise it 90 degrees to get to your strike water temperature. In this system, it'll take 45 minutes. In mine, it'll take about half that time.
But here's the deal. I can, yours is handy, but that's pretty heavy. You've got a lot of water in there, right?
Yeah, well.
This guy, this guy can sit on the stovetop, and I brew on an electric stovetop very frequently. And when I brew this much volume on my electric stovetop, it's what, 3, 4, 5 days before it boils?
Yeah.
So at worst case, I'm looking at 45 minutes if we're starting with 60 degree water. And that's the thing, you have to remember where you're starting, because if you're starting in the summertime when groundwater is 75 or 80 degrees, you got no problem.
Right.
But if it's in the middle of the winter and the water's cold, so you got to think about that.
So you can boost that one by putting it on the stove.
That's right.
I guess if you have a big enough space, you could put this one on the stove as well. But it's got so much power, you really don't.
You don't need to. But this guy, you could give it a little goose.
Little goose. Now, yours is smaller. It's got a smaller footprint. Good for people with small spaces, living in apartments.
And bad backs.
And bad backs. This one is a bit bigger, but the good news is that with both of these systems, everything that you see, the electric controller, the pump, the cables, the tubing, everything fits inside here. So it's less stuff to hide from your wife. And
Thank you, Foster Brooks.
So very handy. No more giant cooler mash tuns.
Yeah.
No more giant kettles to put in the mash tuns or on the mash tuns, or no more propane. Thank goodness, no more propane. Oh my goodness, I get tired of running to the store and getting the propane.
Oh, and my regulator, the other day, have I told you about my regulator?
Is it regular?
So I'm trying to brew some beer, and this is a true story. I'm brewing this beer, and I walk away, and I look over, and the flame is shooting up the hose because the regulator's gone bad. I'm like, what the?
No more flame shooting up your hose.
That's right.
But there is a regulator in a way, because you got the handy little knob on the side here, where on the big system you can regulate the boil pretty easily. On a 5-gallon batch, you're probably going to be cranking that up all the way. But on a smaller batch, you can regulate the boil with that one. But you can also do other stuff with this that we're not even going to talk about.
Oh no, there's a whole universe of stuff.
So I am really excited. This one is $100 cheaper than this one. The good news is that this one is only $100 more than that one. So
That's right.
Both are excellent systems, high quality workmanship. I've brewed several batches with this already. I love it. The beers that come out are outstanding. Gotta love Brew-in-a-Bag. Gotta love electric brewing. Gotta love High Gravity in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I can't wait for you to brew your first batch of beer.
I'll be on it this weekend. Knuckle bump. Happy brewing.
Happy brewing, everybody.